Hi, and welcome back. I'm Lydia Martinez, Certified Fitness Specialist and your Certified Transitions Lifestyle Coach. Today I want to talk to you about getting a healthy mind and body with the glycemic index. So you're ready. You've made the decision to stop dieting and live the lifestyle with Transitions Lifestyle System. Congratulations! You know, the foundation of Transitions Lifestyle System is healthy eating habits. It's also understanding that the energy and life that you bring to each day will enter the body through nutrition. What does that mean? It means the waistline starts right here in the kitchen with the food that you take in. And that is where the glycemic index comes in, identifying quality over quantity foods. But before we go into understanding the glycemic index, let's review just a bit, specifically weight loss strategies that we've talked about already. What doesn't work? Calorie-restricted diets. Calorie-restricted diets slow the metabolism as much as 15%. And the reason it does that is because when your body's not getting the fuel that it needs, it will break down muscle for energy and keep the fat. Muscle is metabolically active, meaning that it burns calories and fat doesn't. Then we have prepared meal plans that set you up for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Well, while they can be effective, what happens when you stop ordering them or buying them? What have you learned? You don't learn how to eat or how to prepare foods and plan for the rest of your life. And then you have meal replacement shake programs that might have you do 2 shakes a day and 1 small meal. They don't have a great success rate either. Studies show that in the first year, 95% of the people gain the weight back. And in year 2, 97% gain it back. And then what about exercise? Exercise alone doesn't cut it. It takes more than just pushing the plate away and moving more. I truly believe if it was just about calories in versus calories out, then none of us would have a weight problem. So what does work? Well, we know keeping a food log, journaling, and taking that information and sharing it with a buddy or a coach increases your success. And the low glycemic index eating, which translates into a balanced diet of healthy fats, low glycemic carbohydrates, and protein, promotes fat loss while preserving lean muscle mass. And we know that monitoring and improving your body composition by reducing fat and increasing muscle mass, this will help repair and improve your metabolism. Muscle dictates metabolism. Then, of course, creating and improving behaviors through education and accountability to make it a true lifestyle change, resulting in effective and permanent weight loss success. And that is everything that the Transitions Lifestyle System embodies: journaling, improving body composition, healthy eating habits, and behavior improvements to create a true lifestyle through education and accountability. So now, let's talk about low glycemic index eating. What is the glycemic index? The glycemic index is simply a ranking on a carbohydrate and how it impacts your blood sugar levels. Carbohydrates are the preferred fuel of the body. Now remember, when you eat a carbohydrate, your body takes it, breaks it down into sugar or glucose, then insulin is released, and it's supposed to take that sugar and utilize it in the muscle or store it for usable fuel. Why is that important? Because the type of carbohydrate you choose will determine whether you lose fat or you gain it. Low glycemic carbohydrates impact your blood sugar levels positively, creating sustained energy, fullness, and mental clarity. Low glycemic foods are foods like vegetables, lean meats, legumes, lentils, nuts, and some fruits. Foods that generally are packed full of fiber and nutrients. As an example, let's take a look at an apple. It contains fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and lots of carbohydrates. But the carbohydrates are bound up in the fiber of the apple, so it takes your body a fair amount of time to release those carbohydrates, therefore steadily releasing insulin and converting and storing that carbohydrate as usable fuel. So some people would call the apple medium burning carbohydrate, or in medical terms, it has a lower glycemic index than straight sugar. But if you take high glycemic carbohydrates, like refined white sugar or a candy bar, which has no fiber or nutrients, and you put that in your mouth, well, then your body converts it into blood sugar very rapidly. So instead of escorting the glucose to the muscle, the body stores the glucose as fat. When we eat that way, high glycemic foods, what we're actually doing is that we're trying to run our metabolic engine on inefficient fuel. And the human metabolic engine was not designed to run on low-grade fuels. High glycemic foods is not just sugar or candy bars. High glycemic foods are foods like white flour, certain baked goods, starchy foods, and sugary foods. Eating high glycemic foods lead to blood sugar fluctuations, highs and lows, which result in fatigue, increased appetite, and food cravings, particularly for sweets. And there are numerous studies that have linked high glycemic lifestyles to obesity, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol,